Men and women are different creatures. They become attracted to different things. So a woman is going to be more attracted by the way that you can get her emotions lifted and triggered. Men, maybe a little bit, but not as much, right? Like, let's say, for example, you guys are in a club. Hypothetically, this probably rarely happens, but hypothetically, super hot girl comes over to you. You're having a good time, da da da. Her energy is super low, but she's chill, but she's hot. Do you care? Probably not, right? It's like she's hot, she's talking to you, you're having a good time, you're just in the zone. Guy comes over to a woman doing that, unless he's like, again, super status, something that, like a celebrity or something like that. But if she doesn't know him and you come in like super low energy and just kind of like chilling, da 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 da, it's going to be hard for her to really pay attention and really understand, like, okay, who is this guy and why should I give a shit about talking to him? And it's all because of that energy and that energetic state and how you're basically, how are you going to make her feel? That's everything right there. That's like the simplification of Jaren, kind of like of what you're saying, especially and specifically in that nightclub instance. But really anytime, right? So in the nightclub instance, like that's when you have to have like super high energy, all that. You don't need that all the time if you're like on a date or something like that. But still, whether it's nightclub, whether it's grocery store, whether it's a date, whether it's wherever it is, you need to do something that's going to trigger her emotions. And if you're not doing that, you might come off creepy or weird. She doesn't feel safe, right? All the things a woman needs to check the boxes of, okay, I'm attracted to him. I want to sleep with him. So just super important there, Jaren. I like what you said.
Yeah,
I've
dude.
had guys even that I've gone out with in real life, and they're like, they're getting shut down all night. Like, hey man, what's the deal? And I'll tell them, and it's funny. The same guys a lot of times don't listen. Like, okay, your spatial reasoning's a bit off. Like, you need to notice that. Like, we're talking guy to guy, bro to bro, and like, I know a bit about the game. Like, when you get too close to me, you'll notice I take a step back. That's not an invitation for you to step forward. So like, you're making me feel uncomfortable. Imagine what you're doing to women, because women are much more tuned into those things. Or hey man, you're talking a little too accelerated. You have kind of like a little anxiety behind your energy. Again, if I can feel it, then she can feel it tenfold. And I'll tell these guys to their face, and they usually get combative. It's like, the fact you're getting combative when I'm presenting something that I've noticed to you. Also, women can feel this thing. So a lot of times, energy wise, it takes some work for guys, but it comes down to a little bit of calibration there too. But ask your guy friends. Like, if guys don't want to hang out with you, why would a chick want to hang out with you?
I have an example from that from the other day. So I like, Trip, what you're saying. Like, it takes a while for guys to internalize that. I just had that internalization about 4 minutes ago when Jaren said that. I was on a date and I had had sex the night before. So I had no sexual drive going at all. And she was pretty sexually like charged. Like, you could see it in her eyes. She had that look. And she also had a ton of caffeine that day. So she was like super energized. And I was just like, I was just chilling. I was tired. I really didn't really want to be there. And lo and behold, we're not having a second date because the only emotions I probably triggered in her were boredom. So that's really, yeah, that's super powerful, man. Just, it's all about energy.
Yeah, I love how you said that too. That it's emotion is nothing more than energy in motion, and I think it's so important. Like, there's a reason why when things are going well, like let's say things are going well at work, um, you got a date that night. You go ahead and you clean up your apartment. You feel productive and energized. Like, oh, I can't wait for this date. Yeah, you're gonna do a lot better than if you're really kind of down on yourself or you don't clean up. Like, that experience with that girl coming over is going to be completely different if you're not prepared and in that right mental zone. So I really, really love that. And I definitely think, at least what we've talked about before, like doing some of those affirmations, which is exactly kind of what Jaron was saying, was smiling in the mirror. You got to amp yourself up and understand that you're good enough and you can kill it. So don't get too down on yourself, and also don't be that monotone, boring guy that Joel tends to be on his dates. No, I'm just teasing you.